when my car finally skidded to a full stop.
Wir können... Warte, wir gehen mal so und so gehen zu unserem...
Hello, I'm Violet.
I'm Violet.
I'm Violet.
Ja, wir wissen es.
There. Everything in my head was screaming for me to go, to run. No one saw.
Oh, wieder keiner zu
Even went
Hause.
for a drive. I could just run and, God forgive me, leave her there to be someone else's problem. But I couldn't do it. I had.
Machen wir was aber andersrum?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Wir gehen zu Violet.
There was definitely a body.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Was steht da?
Your doctor.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills.
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Kann es nicht wissen. Oder haben die gesprochen darüber?
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognized. They all had red hair.
Mhm.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Maybe. If there's some kind of film studio or something. The place didn't look like this place. My memories are vivid and clouded at the same time.
As fear swelled within me. Myth.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Gehen wir mit ihr
Rise
zu Violet.
and fall. She was breathing.
Die ist nicht da.
Breaths, but she was breathing. I looked her over.
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm. Anything short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
As I began to pull her hair away from her face, her breath.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotism.
Good idea. I'll stay in my room, log in, and wait for you to give me the all clear. Then they'll know I'm not a suspect. You're the best.
Hand. I was gripping hers. I knew she was dead, but I still clung to her. Top rippled in front of me. It turned into waves that grew into a deeper and richer blue, like satin sheets. Sheets. In my car, I was I was driving.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Okay. Okay. Auf Wiedersehen. Na du?
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said. I find the whole subject fascinating. What makes them tick, nature or nurture? The FBI's behavioral science unit profiled your average serial killer as a white male in his late 20s. Not very progressive, is it?
Nein.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Bist du auch nicht, aber trotzdem.
It had only been moments since I'd...
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already.
Hat sie?
She wanted to check Violet was taking her pills. Apparently Violet told her to call me to confirm. She's dealing with a lot of things, so go easy. The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost.
Also sie war Alkoholikerin vorher?
She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
8 shots
Ihr
before
seid immer
ever
alle so
reaches.
nett zu mir.
She's fast. Too fast for Jimmy to hit. She tore straight through his gut, pulling out his spine.
Ich wollte zu Bronwyn.
It's a lovely place. It has the 3rd most high-rise buildings of any city in the world. So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng, a very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our 3rd encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't.
Mhm.
I was trying to save her.
Mhm.
It howls.
Gehen wir zu Bronwyn zurück.
It rings a bell, but no.
Arbeitet
Sorry,
mit
Sam.
dir. Ach, übrigens, ich bin wieder in deinem Gesicht.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up. We chased her up onto a rooftop, and she jumped. Rain almost saved her, but he couldn't hold on. Chief DuPont dragged that up, I suppose.
Mhm.
Now, what's that supposed to mean? Of course he was trying to save her.
It looks like a square, metal square.
Hi.
A who, what, which was what?
Yeah.
No. Should I?
Eigentlich ja.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone.
Inverted full crown, which gives a ghastly sound. We're not going to reproduce that here now. It's like a...
Hi.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already. I can barely remember anything about it anymore. I drank solidly for quite a long time. Day drinking, morning drinking, afternoon drinking. According to Dr. Tanner, I've hurt my body quite a bit. My nervous system. Alcoholic neuropathy. That's why I can't really feel the tips of my fingers anymore. Most of the memories have gone now. It just took quite a bit of me with it.
Mhm.
Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too.
Das Brandwunden?
He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house.
Mhm.
I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Nobody went in or out whilst Zach was there. I tailed him as soon as he left. He drives like a maniac, so I'd lose him otherwise.
Okay.
I grabbed his gun and ran as she shredded the screaming lab techs like paper dolls. There's no way I'm dying like that. No way.
Was bist du am Laden?
Hi,
Computer.
I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
She had already been here once. It was just a matter of time until she returns. I wade across the puddle gathering at the base of the ramp. My thumb caresses the safety, ensuring it's all.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Aha. Und wie willst du das tun?
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Let's finish it.
Us. Our love.
Warum dachte ich mir das?
I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No.
Oh Gott! Why?
Elle, I fell in love with you the first day we met.
Oh, no.
You ripped out my heart,
Oh,
sliced it
nein.
into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever.
Oh.
Elle.
Nein.
Will you marry me?
No.
Da sage ich jetzt aber nein.
Elle, isn't this what you wanted? For us to be together forever? I don't really understand. But I'll wait. There's too much at stake now. How can I expect you to make a decision like this? Forgive me?
I slept with Dorota.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now?
You didn't know? Because I wanted to.
I see. The rallying cry of this century. Because I wanted to.
Darf eine Frau das nicht
No
selbst
thought
entscheiden?
for others, only themselves. But I can't think less of you, Elle. Your brain works in mysterious ways that can't be faulted. The problem always lies with my logic, not yours. I forgive you.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
How long have we been together?
Wird mich deine Frau umbringen?
Is your wife...
Since the day you arrived, my angel, how could any red-blooded man resist you?
But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, nein, ey.
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
I don't know.
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Also holst du nicht nur jede Frau ins Bett, gleichzeitig bestiehlst du noch Leute und verkaufst das. Wie eklig kannst du sein?
Material.
Oh, mal wieder einer nicht
Must
zu
be
Hause?
bronze.
Correct.
I see, but it's small as well, and it has 3 circles attached.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure.
But why might people wear this?
But they
Wir
tie it
sind wieder
around
in einem
themselves,
neuen
perhaps?
Flur.
Attach it to some leather, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hi.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he? How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
Du bist auch ein Arsch. Nur wer es versucht hat und nicht geschafft hat, ist ein Mörder? Ernsthaft? Hi. Gut, du willst nicht mehr. Hi.
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam? He does? That's so sweet of him. But I could never do that. I'm not ready to settle down, Sam. And Poe has a wife and family, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
Na und?
They tend not to report those kind of things, Sam. The money was for her, Sam, so she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now. No, not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me.
Also nimmst du ihn auch aus.
It's off. I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now.
Not now. Not now heißt also, es wird noch kommen. Oder?
The sun sliding into the Pacific.
Hi.
I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, that's only right and fair.
Du hast diese Leute, aber machst dasselbe? Wo ist die Logik?
You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, detective. I hope you pick once and pick right.
Was würdest du mir damit sagen? Ist das eine Drohung? Nam, nam, nam. Einmal das. Ganz ehrlich, ja, Scheidung darf sein. Es ist akzeptabel, wenn es wirklich Gründe hat. Wenn dann beide Parteien mit einverstanden sind. Oder wenn es gut erklärliche Gründe gibt, aber nur... Nein, ich kann nicht verurteilen.
Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up?
Beim Frühstück. Ja, klar. Oh, hör auf zu jucken.
Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out. Several, actually. Student loan, council tax, income tax, Monte Carlo. We've become a bit intertwined financially, it would seem.
Wir?
Tight circles. Uni was a hunter, and experience told Ivan she'd got something to show him.
Okay.
He hoped it was a mouse or a vole. At least they were always dead. Around his kitchen,
Hast du mir nichts zu sagen?
one robin, several blackbirds.
Du hast mir auch nichts
That
zu
hadn't
sagen.
even grown yet. Last time, she caught a magpie. It was bigger than her pitiful cack, cack, cack. It's only protest. He'd them out of their misery. A stamp to the head. The tiniest cracking of skull.
Wir versuchen das mal. Es wird wenig
Hi,
bringen.
I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
What is that?
Es
A
wird wenig
rat?
bringen, weil wir nur
No.
eine Möglichkeit
It's
haben.
going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
Mhm.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception.
Mhm.
He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines. And I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see.
Mhm.
But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
Es gibt auch Tees, die solche Wirkungen haben. Also sei vorsichtig.
With bubbling blood, the wet towel stuck to his heel as he...
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Ray, why'd you pray for them?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens?
Strange, isn't it? Why would an alien decorate? Perhaps an alien that's not an alien?
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people?
Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet. Using humans as decor.
Ray, why'd you pray for them?
Well, because right now, I can't think of anything else that would help.
Maybe try and get answers from the tarot?
The only tarot with real answers is Mercury, and Mercury asks the questions. So other than staring at it for the rest of the night, I'm out of ideas.
But put it down on the bedside table as soon as Ivan walked in. I thought I heard something going.